Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the Militant Negro Network on YouTube. I am the Militant Negro. Thank you for coming in to visit. A little bit about these videos. They will be informative. They will be about current events and issues that affect me personally and spiritually. There will be some entertainment value, but mostly these videos will be about knowledge, information, which leads to power and freedom. I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you can learn something from the videos. And if you laugh and chuckle along the way, that's great. Again, I am the Militant Negro. Welcome. Your video will start momentarily. Namaste. There has been a news report, first from CBS and now from other news agencies, that convicted NFL star Jenkins-Hernandez hung himself in his prison cell in Massachusetts overnight. Now, Mr. Hernandez, who is a former NFL star, I believe he played for the New England Patriots. I could be wrong, but I believe that was his former team. He just got acquitted in a double homicide trial. I think it was last week. And it was said that in the courtroom, Mr. Hernandez was in great spirits. He was blowing kisses and smiling at his fiancée and daughter. He was happy that the verdict came back acquittal. Now we are told he hung himself, committed suicide in his prison cell. Now, he already was serving a life sentence. But I don't understand how we are supposed to believe what we're told when reports say he hung himself. All his actions in the courtroom during this double murder trial showed that the man was not in the frame of mind to take his life. He knew he had a life sentence already on him. So why go through the trouble or the effort or the double murder trial, then get acquitted, then hang himself? That does not make sense to me. But the bigger picture here for me, the bigger issue, is that Mr. Hernandez and his suicide in prison is cause for an immediate investigation into his death and the incident, the surrounding circumstances of his suicide. Immediately. Sandra Bland, remember her? Sandra Bland was the Negro woman who had taken a car trip for a job interview. And while returning from that job interview back to her home, she was pulled over by a cop for not signaling a lane change. She was subsequently arrested, put in a jail cell, mistreated, and supposedly hung herself. Here we have an innocent Negro woman imprisoned in a jail for failing to signal a lane change, and she ends up hanging herself in a jail cell in the custody of that police department. And it took weeks for an investigation to start into her mysterious suicide. Now, I know you can see where I'm going with this. Hernandez, an ex-NFL star, a named celebrity, somebody many people followed and were interested in, he hangs himself supposedly in his prison cell, and the investigation starts immediately. Sandra Bland, a no-named Negro woman, just like me and a lot of other people who are Negroes, and people of color. She gets thrown in a jail cell for failing to signal a lane change and ends up dead. And it takes a minute, and I do mean a long minute, for there to be any investigation into her suspicious death. That's my issue. That's what is pissing me off. Hernandez was a convicted murderer serving a life sentence who was just acquitted for a double homicide. So you can say with all honesty that Aaron Hernandez is a murderer, is a killer, according to the United States justice system. Sandra Bland was never charged with anything. Can changing lanes without signaling be breaking the law if it's not proven that that's what you did? We don't take the words of cops any longer. Cops lie. In Chicago just this week, there was evidence released in a report that Chicago PD officers falsified evidence, lied on the stand to win cases, to win convictions. Why are we supposed to believe that Sandra Bland even failed to signal a lane change? I don't believe anything the police tell me. I don't believe anything mainstream media tells me. I do not believe jack shit authorities tell me, because they have proven time and again to be liars. They falsify shit. I do not believe Aaron Hernandez hung himself in his prison cell. I do not believe that. Why? And how is it possible for somebody to take a bed sheet and hang themselves from a window in a prison cell? I would like somebody to explain that to me, because that's what we're being told happened. Sandra Bland, on the other hand, wait for it, she used a fucking black garbage bag to hang herself in her jail cell. And let's all remember, plastic garbage bags. How many of them have broken and busted and tore open just carrying your shit from the kitchen to the garbage can outside? Yet this black garbage bag, plastic, can hold and support the weight of Sandra Bland long enough for her to hang herself. But again, it took weeks for that investigation to get started. Mr. Hernandez hangs himself last night, and today there are already multiple investigations. Boy, I tell you, racism is a bitch. I'm out of here. Be safe. Stay well. Namaste. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If you like the Militant Negro YouTube Network, then subscribe. Namaste.